Heather McDonald has got the juiciest scoop. When you're on the road, when you're on the go, Juicy Scoop is the show to know. She talks Hollywood tales, her real life Mr. Segment serial data, and serial sister. You'll be addicted and addicted fast to the #1 tabloid real life podcast. Listen in, listen up. Woo woo. Heather McDonald, Juicy Scoop.
Hello and welcome to Juicy Scoop. I don't even know if they deserve this. I don't know that the Juicy Scoopers, the Juicy Crime people, I don't know if they deserve the joy that is coming to you right now. It is your favorite, the one, the only, Chris Franjola.
Thank you.
Hilarious, wearing a fall look.
Fall, yeah. Fall delight, as you would say.
Yes,
yeah.
and you, not that anyone would ever not finish this episode, but at the end, we will be featuring Chris's Halloween costume.
My Halloween cousin that will be wearing this Halloween as part of a family costume. We've become those people now where we all dress as a family. You'll see what it's going to be.
Well, you asked what I have going on
on
my
Halloween,
life.
yes.
Well, this Friday, as in tomorrow, because it airs Thursday, there is, in my new community, there is at our country club a Freaky Friday night.
Oh.
And at first I wasn't going to go. I was actually going to do like a girls' weekend in La Quinta. But then people kept saying, you've got to go. I go, isn't it kind of kid-like? Like, isn't there little kids? They're like, it is, but you have to see it. They're like, families dress up like
Freaky
sure
Friday,
they'll be
like the movie, like you switch bodies?
No, it's just a Halloween theme. But they're like, there's a maze and there's a this and there's a that. And they're like, the parents drink. And like, if you're a really little kid, you can't drink that much. But all the other people that have older kids, like, well, I don't really have any kid coming. But then my other girlfriend was like, I don't know. She's like, I've got nothing to do Friday. I'm like, I just think we should need to go and see it.
All
but
right.
I'm like, okay, so I have my, I'm still debating on the costumes.
Oh,
I have a costume that came in.
Are you going all out or are you going to half-ass
So then
it?
next Friday, the real Halloween, our community goes off too. And there's there's a real party to go to
on Halloween night.
Yes, and the rumors that I've heard is that there are like there's bars.
Wow.
For the adults for the trick or treating. Everyone is on their golf carts.
Okay.
There is In-N-Out burger trucks for treats.
Man.
So anyway, had a great idea.
Okay.
We, as you said last time you were at our house, today we're in the studio in Burbank because we do both, and I don't know what I'm doing with the future. Okay, whatever. But Peter took on a project
at the house.
Yes, that probably is. He probably underestimated.
He's in over his head.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you call this again? The Schlegels.
The Schlegels. Just a little bit of backstory. They're a person in my neighborhood I grew up in, where every neighborhood has one. It's just no matter how nice the neighborhood, there's one house that's a little bit, Schlegely. It's the only way. And that was the name. They have like a workout bench on the front lawn. They have indoor furniture that's meant for the indoors. They have it outside. Like why not? It's a couch.
A couch that actually on the end has like the lounge chair.
Yeah, and it could work on the patio as well.
With the drinks that are stuck in the.
Yes. So that's a Schlegel. And I think I said you guys don't become the Schlegel of your new neighborhood.
Speaking of those couches, I just happened to watch Sister Wives that I haven't in a long time. And Cody's down to his last wife and they're moving. And they're trying to like move all the show's been on for 25 seasons and 17 seasons feature them moving. They've moved so many times, okay? And as they're moving, Cody's like getting out that like saran wrap stuff for like the couch pieces. And it's all those couches that each one, it has a plug.
Yeah. Yeah,
and like a massage chair, and like reclines, and it has the drinks in it, and they're brown.
That's a trashy look. I know
it's horrible, and I'm like, I know if I like research people's comments, they definitely were talking. And he's wrapping it. I'm like, I don't think you need to wrap it.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be fine just throwing it in the truck.
I've never been that thirsty that I need my drink like next to me at all times.
In the thing.
Yeah, in the thing. Like I don't need a cup holder in my couch. I think I'm good.
Anyway, so that's what I've definitely going.
So what did Peter take on? What is the?
It is a thinner backyard, just fixie steps going down where you can go down to the golf course. It's wood. I don't know, but there's a dirt. And so Drake goes, and it's taking a long time with the men that we got.
Okay.
And so Drake said, I have a great idea for Halloween this year, Mom. I go, what? He goes, when the kids come, we're just going to give them a Home Depot bucket. And if they take the dirt that's on our driveway and bring it down to the area in the backyard and dump it, then they'll get a free candy bar.
Oh, so you have to put them to work.
Get them to work. And he goes, and it'll be spooky. It'll look like a scary maze that you could like fall and roll down the hill on.
Not a bad idea.
We try to make the best of everything.
So that'll be fun. So what is your costume going to be?
God, I don't know if I want to announce it
So
just yet.
you don't
Because
have to.
it came in. It's one that I've worn before, but it's a cheaper version of it. Someone's going to figure it out. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I can pull this off.
Okay.
I thought it might be my last slut year, but I've said that like every year.
Oh, is it slut again?
It's a little bit slut. And then I was like, then when I went to Brandy and Julie's show in San Francisco, which is like this horror dance show, Nightmare on Strip Street.
A what? Horror dance show?
Horror, like horror movie.
Horror.
And then the dancers like do the
I think you said whores were dancing.
No, horror.
Which would also be
They
fun.
were kind of horrors, but they were great dancers, great bodies.
Oh, good.
Anyway, I was like, ooh, do I want to do Megan? The
Markle?
Megan costume. No,
Oh, Megan the doll.
Yeah.
Like that doll. I thought you were going to be
Well,
Megan
maybe I should do Meghan
Just have a
Markle.
Gap shirt with the collar up.
Maybe I just should. I kind of want to do something. I'm hoping that something would come to me like funny, like last minute.
Yeah.
That I could pull together because I do have wigs and things that aren't like, something like trashy lingerie-ish. Like I just
Right.
want something kind of like, oh, well, that's clever. Like, I don't know. So yeah, it kind of, we were both like, Drake was with me and we were both like, I don't know. Now I feel like I want to do something scary,
Oh.
which
wow.
I've never really done.
Okay.
But
That's
now
a good one. Megan
I'll just go with no makeup on.
That'll do it. Yeah. That's fun.
Yes. So it'll be exciting. We're doing all of that. All right. Let's get into some topics. Oh, but I was saying San Francisco because I said, how was Vegas?
I was in Las Vegas.
You were in Las
last
Vegas, and I'm
week or
like,
a week ago,
you
yeah.
hear these things. It's dead. Nobody's around. It's a ghost town.
Right.
And what was your
My
perception?
takeaway from Las Vegas was it seemed like it was still going.
Yeah.
Like, I'm an old man now, but you could still have a good time in Las Vegas if you wanted to. I mean, I watched these kids going into the club and the MGM.
lined up?
I mean, oh my God, line. But everyone's just 18 years old.
Yeah.
It looks like. And I'm happy to say, you speaking of slutty outfits, they're back. Everybody was
back.
wearing, like
Okay,
a lot
good.
of. The giant pants seem to be gone.
Oh my God! Thank God!
I know.
I have been praying
And the
that
sneakers
the giant
and the
pants,
big white sneakers seem to be gone. I mean, this is in Vegas, so it's a little different.
Well,
but
if you're going to a nightclub,
yeah, so
Yeah.
they were all out.
we gotta get the kids back into
Mm-hmm.
going out and getting drunk. However,
Yeah,
I noticed a new thing in going out
what's that?
because we went. We were out in San Francisco, and then last night we went to a really good restaurant for Mackenzie's birthday in Sherman Oaks. And have you noticed if you order a drink like a martini or
Uh-huh.
something, it is in the fucking tiniest glass I have ever seen.
Really?
They are like, it's like a joke. This has now happened the last few times I've gone to a restaurant and ordered like a Cosmo. In the past, a Cosmo was like
Yeah.
this, okay?
Nice size martini glass. Sure.
And sometimes if you're at a good place, they'll even give you the leftover sidecar.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mhm.
Now the drink is literally like so small.
Wow.
It's just now they do fill it to the rim, but so then you're like because
Yeah.
like each sip is worth like $1.50. So you're like I don't want any to slip. I mean, it's the glassware.
I haven't noticed. I mean, I don't go out much, but yeah,
I don't know, but
All right.
anyway,
I'll keep an eye on
good
it.
times, good food. Okay, so but yes, San Francisco, where we were, financial district, walking around down to the water, pretty clean.
I agree too. I was just there, and I said it I went on Instagram and said it. I'm like, I don't know. I've heard horror stories, but it seems pretty nice. Now, listen, like every big city, I'm sure there's corners you go down.
Yeah,
where
there's a scary part.
Yeah, there's-
But at least I'm just saying, you watch these
Yeah.
things and it's like, no. So I'm excited. Of course, I will be in Las Vegas November 14th and going to have so much fun. It's going to be BravoCon weekend that Friday night. Get your tickets at heathermcdonald.net.
There's a lot of billboards for it. I was in where you're going to be, the MGM.
Exciting.
And there's just billboards everywhere.
That's why I'm coming in Thursday, because sometimes, when you go to a show
Yeah.
and you get to the city and they've already removed your billboard because the next day there's somebody else.
Yeah.
So I want to get there at least one day before my show just so I can walk. I always used to say if I had a billboard for a month, I'd just go have Chinese chicken salad next to it every day. I just need to soak in all the moments because I'm always like, this could be my last. This could be my last.
There's nothing sadder than leaving a comedy club and they're taking your name down. Like they have the guy out there. It's like midnight and he's already pulling your name down and putting up Bruce or something.
But I'm saying I've gone and my name's already been gone because they're like, oh, the show's sold out or it's 8:00. We don't need to promote you anymore. We want to promote Joe Schmo in 2 days. And I'm like, well, I would have liked to have taken a photo in front of my thing like Luann de Lesseps does. But
I went one time and my name was Frank Franjola on the marquee. So I said, well, I'm not Frank Franjola. And I said, oh, we're sorry. I said, I'm Chris. So then I went back out and they changed Frank to Chis, Chis. And I was like, I said Chris. He goes, you didn't say Chis? I'm like, did you really think my name was Chis? Like, I never even heard that name. Anyway, they finally got it worked out.
As a stand-up comic, like there are so many times I literally get to the place I'm like, way to make me feel any way to make me feel less special.
Yeah.
Less special, less important, less everything.
Yeah. It's bad enough you just got to mention the name of the places, like it's not Funny Bone and all the chuckles and and then your name's misspelled. It's like you can't just the humbling. It just never ends.
Yes, I've definitely had Heather McDonald many times.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Kristen Bell. This came out. We talked about it a couple days ago. She tried to be funny.
Right.
And did a post about her husband being married for 12 years and, to the man that said he wanted to always kill me, but he didn't, whatever, some dumb joke like that. And everyone's like really went after her on social media. So I thought it was interesting that she didn't remove it.
She didn't remove it.
But she did do the comments, limit the comments. And then today, according to Us Weekly, is the reason they believe that she skipped out on the Today Show. She was supposed to be on the Today Show promoting her new, her TV show, which
Netflix,
nobody wants this. Yeah. And she just didn't come. And it's like, I just want to tell people, this stuff goes by so quickly.
Oh, I mean, it's
like, just take down the post.
Right. And nobody remembers.
And if they want to, and then if they go on the Today Show, go, yeah, sometimes things don't land right.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. Just trying to be funny.
Right.
It wasn't funny. End of story.
That's it.
Maybe we'll find out, no, her kid was sick and blah, blah, blah. They'll give out some other excuse. But this to me is just like prolonging a joke that just flopped.
Yeah. The funny thing I found out about it, there was she did 4 jokes in a row that had like a domestic violence spin to them. And I thought there was several times where you could have stopped and went I don't know, this one feels, but I don't know. One line I got, but there was 4 lines of some people kill their wives. And, and I was like, I don't know. I feel like it was a little too much.
It really is. And it really, we all can make fun of the way I kind of make fun of Dateline is more making it about me.
Mm-hmm.
That if I went missing, it would be nice for someone to finally get my videos all together and put it together. I'd like to live. If I just went missing and then they put it all together in a beautiful montage of when I was young and did the reel that I've been wanting to do that I'm too lazy to do. Not.
So,
I'm
it
making
would be good if you got murdered just to get a good editor on.
Yes, just to get a real good producer and editor on it that isn't going to be annoyed. But so it's we've all made jokes about it, but sometimes you have to think about why can this kind of edgy thing be funny, and it's not going to make you think about a husband actually killing his wife when so many have. So but I feel. Yeah, sometimes don't land. That's life.
And also, I think everybody these days loves a pile on.
Yes.
So once they start seeing blood in the water,
Yes.
That I'm guilty of it myself. I don't care about Kristen Bell and Dak Shepard, but I saw now I'm like, how dare they? What do I care?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I feel like now you start reading about it. Now everybody's involved.
There definitely has come a time in the last few years where, like, I would say something that then someone would write, or I'd see that they picked apart something I said on here that could be interpreted as insensitive or incorrect or wrong. And then you do just get to a point where I'm just like, whatever.
I know.
Like, I mean, I'm sorry. Like, this is, again, I said over and again, this is comedic conversation podcast. I don't have it. Do your research. No, I don't. I read the articles.
That's the beauty
as best as I can.
The beauty
I don't
of
remember people's
podcasting.
names.
Yeah.
This is not,
No.
you're not watching a news report. This is not ABC Tonight. Like,
Right.
just whatever. If I
Right.
get it wrong, that's fine. Put in the comments. You were wrong. You said it was Bella Hadid when it was Gigi Hadid. You're right. I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I listen back to it and I'm like, oh, Heather, you said Vanessa Williams instead of Venus Williams. Because I'm fucking going off the top of my head. I do 4
Right.
shows a week. Leave me the fuck alone.
I'm
but
with
it's
you.
okay. But do correct me. And then I'm like, oh, thanks. That's fine.
I
But,
never
like,
felt the
also
need
know-
to correct anybody online. I don't think I've ever gone, excuse me, it was Bella Hadid. Gigi. I don't know. I'd like to think that I have more going on and, I'm too busy
I don't
to
even
correct
care.
Gigi
Yeah,
and Bella.
but it's
I
good.
couldn't tell
It's
the
good to finally just get to a place where I used to be like, oh my God, let me do a correction. And then I was like, no, corrections are lame because the correction 4 days later, like we've already moved on.
Yeah.
So just, get
Right.
over yourselves. You guys, I am loving the iRestore Illumina face mask. This is the best item I have ever used as far as convenience and actually seeing a huge difference. I know you've heard about red light therapy and different lasers that you can use that can really help give your skin a glow and build collagen. And that is what I love about the iRestore Illumina face mask. It is dermatologist recommended, that packs double the power of most other masks with 360 medical grade LEDs. Don't just bounce back, glow back with powerful clinical level tech for your hair and skin. For a limited time, get a huge discount on the iRestore Elite Plus Illumina face mask bundle with code JUICY at iRestore.com. That's code JUICY at iRestore.com for our exclusive offer. Don't forget to check out their other deals, and please support Juicy Scoop and tell them Heather McDonald sent me. But here is a correction. This is this young mom, we talked about it the other day. She was pregnant with a boyfriend. She didn't want him in the delivery room. She picked a fight with him. Then she did bring the baby around, and she said it was born early. She was born early, so she's smaller, and she's getting little NICU situations. So people are like, "Oh my God, how is she?" And then they went to the anyway. It was a fake pregnancy, and it was a fake baby doll.
The whole thing was fake.
The whole thing was fake.
And did the boyfriend know it was fake the whole time?
No, she even told them that the baby died.
Oh,
so then
no.
he was mourning a fake
Yeah.
pregnancy
Wow.
and a fake baby doll. It was a baby doll. And
is
she
that
has
the
come
doll?
out and admitted, yes, that she bought one of those expensive dolls and that she was sorry,
Okay.
But I mean,
Yeah.
Matt, you're trying to get like DNA testing on a doll and they're like, it's rubber. Like, you're like, can you just take this Q-tip and just make
Yeah.
sure that this baby
Right.
hasn't moved anytime? And then and they said, oh, it was cold or something. Someone's
Right.
like, oh, she's so cold. And she's like, she has a cold. I'm like, usually when you have a cold,
We
you
found a
aren't physical.
Target price tag on your child's foot, and we're concerned. Oh, man.
Oh my God. So that was a little update. Okay. Jen Aniston went on Dak Shepard's show before his wife was typing away something hilarious.
And that's the other thing. Like, they seem like a couple that you just
You know who they
everybody take them down a notch.
It's Blake Lively
right.
and Ryan
100%.
Reynolds that really want to be stand-ups and really think they're funny, and they love funny people, but they're just not that funny.
Here's
I guess
what
I won't be asked to be on Dak Shepard's show
That's
anytime
fine.
soon. But
here's what it becomes, I
Yeah.
believe. you're surrounded by yes people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're Kristen Bell, and so the assistant goes, "That's so funny."
Oh my God,
we've
you
all
guys
been
kill me. You guys
people
are the cutest people.
Right.
But we're not a perfect couple.
Right.
That's what we're saying. We're stars, just like, yeah.
Well, we've all been yes people at one time or another in our lives.
yeah,
you know,
for
we've
7.5 years, yeah.
we've had to do it a lot. And it's one of those things where you're just like, and then so they're like, oh, okay, I'll put it on there. My friends thought it was funny, but
There were times
they're
when I was-
paid to tell you.
Speaking of which, there were times when I wasn't the yes person, and I'd be like, and then I realized, yeah, maybe that isn't great.
Yeah.
You think that the person wants the truth, and you
Right.
think you can go, well, I
No.
don't know that David Letterman would be doing that. I
Yeah.
don't know why you'd be doing it, whatever. And then it'd be like, so yeah, sometimes you just don't. But speaking of Jennifer Aniston,
Okay.
so she was on the show, and of course she's promoting the morning show, and she's great. And she said, I was offered SNL. Yeah, Lauren offered it to me before Friends, and it just felt like, oh, I don't know. I can't really remember with this brain of mine, but it was like, I don't know if I like the way the women are treated on that show. So I turned
Oh.
it down.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, at that time, okay, now I'm not
So
saying.
what era is this?
She's saying before Friends.
So
So,
it's-
Friends
is it-
began in like 1996.
Is this Molly Shannon?
So
and-
this would have been like 94, 95, I'm
so who were
guessing.
the women on there at that time?
The women were
Anna Gasteyer,
yeah.
maybe Molly Shannon,
Anna Gasteyer.
Sherry O'Terry.
Yeah, Sherry O'Terry. So a lot of I was at Groundlings at that time,
Yeah.
and a lot of Groundlings people were getting chosen. And the way they chose people back then were definitely Second City, stand-ups, and the Groundlings.
And a lot of characters.
You had to have characters and impressions.
Right.
So I was supposed to audition for it, and I had my whole thing set up, and then my MTV thing got picked up, and they wouldn't see me.
Right.
But it was like 3 original characters and at least 3 celebrity impressions that
Yeah.
so you'd write it, do it, and usually you'd be your best stuff that you'd done on stage and whatever. And there'd be times where Lauren Michaels would come and sit in the audience, and they could only feature 17 bits, and it was like warfare. It was like whoever was sleeping with the director at the time would get more bits
Right.
on because Lauren was in there, and then the one person that's like, no, it was my agent that invited Lauren, and now I only have 2 bits to show him. I mean, so when people like
You mean the actual audition process?
the audition? No, this was just he'd come to a show.
Oh, like an actual live
Yes.
tape. Oh, you mean a Groundling show?
And if I'm
Got
wrong, if it wasn't Lauren, it was like the top casting
Yeah.
person to see who are these like hot up and comers in the group, and like and like Anna was seen there, and like
Yeah.
Sherry was seen, and Will Ferrell, like they were all seen there, and so I'm just kind of like, I just. Now, it doesn't mean that it didn't happen because she's cute and she is truly a very good comedic actress. But I just was like, wow, that's not. And even when they weren't doing that, it was like Janine Garofalo. Like they were picking like names. If they
Yeah.
weren't, they were either named stand-ups or they were like, yeah.
Right.
So anyway, thought that was interesting. And that her reason was just that she didn't think that it was like a good place for like women to be, that it was a misogynistic place, which it probably was. But yeah, so then that was the one thing she said, and then I also thought the next thing I just saw a clip of is she, they talked about her having kids,
Yeah.
and then it never happened. And remember, she even made jokes about being pregnant with triplets and all this other stuff because every week because that would sell the magazines when they were selling magazines, and so the story I just remembered this story. Okay, so Chelsea has become really good friends with Jen at this time.
Yeah,
Which is quite the coup.
I remember the year.
Yes, quite the coup. And I think she was around either doing the show or she was going to make an appearance on After Lately. So she was kind of around and very nice to all of us, by the way.
She was
Jennifer
very
Aniston
sweet.
was.
Yes.
And I went to like some red carpet thing at the Four Seasons where pre-Oscars, whatever.
Okay.
And I do the red carpet. But then, like, someone that not on the red carpet, but somebody that, like, worked for, like, some OK or whatever,
Right.
is like, oh, do you think Jenna Aniston is pregnant? Because at the time she was with Justin Theroux and still of an age you could be pregnant, And And I was like, no. I'm like, no. I'm like, no. Sometimes I think maybe she was just like a little bloated or what. I think she might have. I think I said something like, I don't know that she is or not, but I will say, like, yeah, it looked like she could have like a little pooch or something like that. Okay. But I did not say it on the red carpet. And then I get this email sent to me like the next day or something that Chelsea sent to me that Jen Aniston allegedly had sent to Chelsea. Okay.
Oh, that must have been a joke.
I totally think it was a joke.
Yeah.
But at the time, I felt so badly.
Yeah.
And it was like, hey, Chelsea, like, don't really appreciate, your staff people talking about my pregnancies when I'm not pregnant.
Right.
And like, this is really uncool. And like, something like that. And I know now it's probably Chelsea and Tom.
Yeah, that's definitely
fucking with me.
That's got Tom written all over it.
Because it did get written somewhere. The girl I was talking to was like some cheesy reporter, like Life and Style or whatever. And I didn't realize that. And they're like, you got to really watch what you say when you go to these things. And I'm sure they were walking around like, oh, Heather thinks she's all that because she got invited to one like gift bagging suite, like, and I was like, oh my God. I'm like, how can I apologize to her? Like, is there any way? Like, oh my God, you're right. Like, this is totally inappropriate that I said this.
Yeah.
And, but now, of course, not now, but even like 10 years ago, I realized,
Right.
oh, that was probably all like fucking with me just to be awful and give me anxiety.
I think so.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
But
one of
anyway,
those.
she did say, she goes, finally it comes to a place where, you realize like it's not going to happen when you're going to be a mom.
Yeah.
And then Dax is like, yeah, I can imagine there's sadness, but then there's probably like acceptance and then even some relief. And I'm like, yeah, I think a lot of childless people today are walking around with money in their pockets
Mm-hmm.
and peaceful horizons.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, as a guy who had a child late in life, congratulations to all of you who are childless. You didn't have to walk around Target yesterday because to find orange clothes because today's like at school.
Oh, yeah?
Today was like no bullying day or something. No bullying.
What is bullying day?
Listen, that's what I told my daughter. My daughter was like, so today is no bullying day? I said, yeah, tomorrow I can go back to bullying. But today, wear your orange and don't. So I had to go find orange yesterday, but not Halloween orange, just orange, which is hard to find. I did.
Okay.
I found a pair of shorts in the sales rack over at Target that were from the summer.
Okay.
And they were like 9 sizes too big, but they were orange. And she wore them. She looked like a complete psychopath. And anyway, so she walked around in her giant orange shorts today over at school.
Wow.
That's what I have to do.
Yeah.
So maybe Jennifer.
I did all of the things.
I know you did. Yeah.
And it does get better because last night was Mackenzie's birthday.
Oh, okay.
And she has a lovely boyfriend.
I met the guy. He's a
like.
nice guy.
Great. And then we met the parents.
Oh,
we had a lovely dinner all together.
Oh no! How did that go?
Fabulous.
Oh, they were nice people. They could talk.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I like. No, I knew they'd be great because he's great. Like, no, it's great.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. I mean, people know the story of what it was like. My life earlier. Go to Patreon. This is some sweet cherry on the top of like, oh my God, don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up because then
it's better.
You could get get better.
Good.
But
I mean,
before
I love
it gets better, it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be like this.
Right.
And there's gonna be times where I'm just like calling my sister and I'm like, I want this job to end. When will it end? Like,
which job? Chelsea Lately?
Mom.
Oh, Mom. Oh.
I want that too. Jen Aniston, just email
so
me.
bad.
She's mad at me.
I remember when she first walked into After Lately.
Yeah.
We used to do like a weird thing on After Lately. It made no sense really, but if somebody said yes to being on the show, and we got some big people to say yes to being on the show, but we didn't really write them like a quality part. Some of them we just had for a couple of hours.
Right.
So we couldn't really write them so they would just like walk into the writer's room, which made no sense. I'm like, oh, hi. Oh, hi.
Yeah, and my role was always to be like completely star fucker.
Right.
Like on the poster, it says star fucker or like fame chaser or something. Like,
Yeah.
we had our faces on this poster.
That was like some half-assed promotional thing where they didn't
Yeah.
even try.
Yeah, and it was like, here's the cast of After Lately. And just for people who are like, what are they talking about? We had 3 seasons of this show that was basically like Curb Your Enthusiasm or meets The Office.
Like a Larry Sanders
yeah,
kind
of,
yeah.
type of show
Right.
about making of the show. And really, it is funny.
It is. It's
It
got
is
some-
funny. I don't know where to find it, but it is funny, and I would love to like
It's
rewatch
got some good
it.
episodes.
And but anyway, so yeah, it was always just like, whatever.
Yeah. And I just remember Jennifer Aniston just walking in
Yeah.
and going, "Oh, hi." And we were like, "Oh, hi." And
Yeah.
then it was like a weird, there's no reason why anybody would walk into the, and then just, "Oh, are we going to aerobics or something?" And they just walked out.
Yeah.
And it was just to show that I'm friends with Jennifer Aniston.
And then I remember one time Chelsea's like, all right, you know what? I'm done asking my fucking friends to be on this show.
Yeah.
You guys need to find famous people too. And I'm like,
Famous people.
I'm like, well, I only know the Kardashians and they've
Yeah.
already made their appearances. So like, I don't know how else I'm supposed to get famous people. Because E was like, we're only doing this show if you have like famous guest stars.
I know. And
Because
gonna have
we're
to-
not even watching it ourselves.
I have a friend who's an electrician. Can he be on it? I don't know anybody famous. Oh my God, that's funny.
Oh my God. Anyway, you guys know I have been loving Honey Love products for years. They are the best shapewear I have ever used because they are so comfortable. I especially love their bras because they are molded cups. They're designed to lift and separate. And again, so comfortable. There's no like shelf-like look about it, just pure comfort. Take you throughout the day. I also love how snatched my waist looks when I use their shapers that really take in and flatten my stomach, give me a waist that didn't exist, and lift my, flat booty. And again, so comfortable that it's just criminal for me not to wear one when I'm wearing a cute dress. Treat yourself to the most comfortable and innovative bras on earth and save 20% off site-wide at honeylove.com/juicy. Use our exclusive link to get 20% off, honeylove.com/juicy. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support Juicy Scoop and tell them Heather McDonald sent me. Experience the new standard in bras with Honey Love. So when I started Juicy Scoop 10 years ago, it was a lot. We were trying to figure out a logo, the best photography, the artwork, how best to market it. And I know many of you might be starting your own brand, which is amazing. And that's why I want to talk to you about Shopify. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world. And 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started. Get started with your own design studio with hundreds of ready-to-use templates. Shopify helps you build a beautiful online store to match your brand style. They accentuate your content creation. Shopify is packed with helpful AI tools that write product descriptions, page headlines, and even enhance your photography. Turn your big business idea into with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/juicyscoop. Go to shopify.com/juicyscoop. Shopify.com/juicyscoop. Speaking of famous, this is interesting. So the late, beautiful Suzanne Somers, she and her husband were married forever and built a dynasty. Of course, she was on Three's Company and did all these other things. And she sadly died of cancer a couple years ago. Well, he has gotten into a new venture. He's 89. And he said, there is an AI Suzanne Somers like doll, life-size doll.
A clone.
A clone. And he goes, I can't tell the difference. But the girl doesn't look like her at all. It could have been her daughter.
Is that the clone?
That's the clone.
This picture is looks like a rubber doll.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
I've
looks like a
seen
rubber
these
doll.
rubber sex dolls before.
But of course, as AI, by giving the AI person all of her books, all of her interviews,
Right.
you could ask it anything and they can answer as Suzanne, which they could do now with all of us, especially with podcasting and everything else. Yeah. And so, yeah.
But wait a minute. No,
Yeah.
I mean, not to get too graphic, but does he fuck it? Like, what is it for? To sit in his kitchen and have breakfast with him?
I don't know if he's thinking other people might want to have a Suzanne Somers in their house. I don't know how he's like making this profitable.
Yeah.
But it's,
Oh, is he trying to make it profitable? I thought it was
he
just because
said
he was
it's
lonely.
like a venture. He said it's like a venture. I think it's maybe the venture is that you could do this with any lost one.
Oh.
That
I
you
get
could
it. You could
whatever.
recreate them.
Yeah, and you could just go, hey, good morning. What did you think of? And like, okay, so let's say it's me,
Oh, like a Heather doll?
A Heather doll, and I'm gone. And then like Peter or something walks in and is like, what did you think of the last episode of Real Housewives of OC? And then it would know what was on OC last night, and they would know who I like, what I think is lame, and then it would just come out and be like,
I can't believe that they did that.
Yeah, and it would like say, but maybe be like slightly more specific, like to what would irritate me or what I'd be like, a fake storyline, alcoholic bitch. Like, I don't know.
But I'm going to bring it up again. I mean, there's only one reason why you would have one of these. It's not to talk about Real Housewives. It's to fuck it. That's the bottom line. Or do something sexual with it, right? I mean, look at it. He didn't make that to talk Three's Company with.
I don't know. Drake and Peter are always talking about AIing me. And I'm like, no. Like, no, I'm not having
like murdering you and then AIing you?
Or just like they're like, if you become incapacitated, like you could still be doing Juicy Scoop.
Oh yeah, I think the voice is easy to. I think that. Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that doesn't really make me feel good. But like, I don't have to do anything. So anyway, really, this is what I think is going to happen.
Okay.
In the future, prediction.
All right.
Because now there's so much AI. News, TikTok reels and stuff where you're like, wait, is this real? Was this real?
I feel like I could spot the AIs. Because there's this new thing, the way you make these clips. It's Sora. Sora.
Yeah, Sora.
But they look so fake.
Right, but it'll just like the self-driving cars, it gets better and better.
Of course, yeah.
And it's like people are like, oh, I'll never do a like the Waymos were all in San Francisco. I'll never do a self-driving car. I'm like, but just know there was a time when people were like, I'll keep my horse and buggy.
Yeah,
I'm not getting in that tin can down. Right. Eventually we'll just be like, oh yeah, remember when people used to like drive themselves? Whatever. But I think what will happen in this is that I think there might be a movement in the next 5 years actually like away from like the TikToks and the all that stuff, because people will be like, well, it's not real anyway. So I'm just going to like, I don't care what's going on. I'm going to be more about my own community and what's going on here, because
they say it's already happening. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that people are giving up on the dating apps, like the swiping. They want one-on-one connection now. Everyone's done with the left and right of the Bumbles and all those.
Well, I think what's really fun is I follow this guy who's tall, and he has tall meetups all over the country.
Okay.
And he's cute, and he's like, the next tall meetup is whatever in Austin. And now some shorties try to get in there, those little bitches.
What is the height cutoff?
There is no height cutoff. It's just like casual. So it's like, hey, there's a tall meetup. And then he does videos, and like, yeah, I mean, some of the guys are like, 7 feet tall, and a lot of the girls are like 6'2", 6'3", and it's just like a bar, and they meet and they talk and whatever. Okay. And so it's like a dating thing for people. But I think there's going to be more stuff like that.
I would like that.
Because it'll get the people out to be social in a way that's like of an interest. Like, I think that's what's going to happen more.
I hope so. I'm all for it. I need to get out more. I'm going to go to that tall meeting.
Okay. Speaking of the Golden Bachelor, so I had my friend Maya on a couple weeks, last week or so, and she did not have a connection, so she was gone the first night. But she was on it. Yeah, she was gone the first night. So I've been kind of watching it, and I read an article that it is not doing well ratings-wise.
Honestly, I tried it. I didn't even know it was on, and I'm usually pretty up on these things.
All I can think about is watching it. This gray-haired guy, these women crying over him about how much they like they're in love, and they're so excited to bring him home, and they want this love, and they know if it's not him that there will be love for them after. I am like, I need to jump on Peter and appreciate him more.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, I literally said to him, I go, Peter, you could totally, like, if I die or become an AI robot, like 100% you would like kill it as The Bachelor. Like, I don't even think this guy is nothing. Like, he's not particularly charming. He's a former football player, so he's pretty cute when he's sitting, but when he walks, he comes off quite elderly.
Yeah.
but he has a good body. But there's like nothing funny about him or whatever.
Right.
It's just kind of like.
How old is he? Is he 75?
He's 66.
Oh, okay.
And I mentioned this in my last episode, but no one's watching it. No one cares. But his wife, who they got divorced 5 years ago, she's already married to a woman.
Oh, whoa.
And I don't know why they don't share that, because to me, that would even make him more like likable to the women. Because when someone's like divorced after 25 years,
Right.
you're like, either someone was awful to you or you were awful to them. Like it's rare that like two people are like, you know what, I love you a lot, but let's find other people we love more. Like it's
Right.
so either they're gonna be a little fucked up. That to me would have been like, oh, well, that's like, hey, you can't compete with that, you know,
Right.
like how great. Like
It's a good call.
Yeah, your wife is now happy and whatever. But anyway, yeah, so but people didn't like that he did a podcast and said,
I don't want anyone over 60.
I don't want anyone over 60. And my
Yeah.
friend was under 60. And so everyone was predicting that she'd be the winner. But, no.
Are there women on there over 60?
They're all over 60.
Oh.
My friend was the only one that wasn't.
Oh, okay.
And they're all like attractive and fit and all that. There's
Yeah.
everyone's super, and he's super attractive. But it's just like, anyway, just kind of interesting. And then in the Bachelor world, this girl, Deanna Pappas, she married her dude. I don't know if he was her bachelor, but he was from the Bachelor world, whether they met afterwards or whatever.
Sure.
They're getting divorced. They have a couple kids.
Oh.
And he no longer has to pay child support because he works for Uber and he doesn't make enough.
Oh, so how's she gonna get by?
The point is, people,
Mhm.
when you find the love of your life on a dating game, whether it's The
A
Bachelor
reality show.
or the Love is Blind or the Island ones,
Mm-hmm.
the job is them being on TV.
Yeah.
Like they're not going back
They
to.
sought that out.
Yeah,
Like
they sought it out.
There's
That's
a
their job.
casting
And-
process.
It is not a lasting job.
No.
Like all those Bachelor podcasts dried up. I think there's only like maybe 3 or 4 left that like actually, but they were giving, and they're not really on the Dancing with the Stars like they used to. Like it's just, yeah, that is not, I've heard other interviews where people are like, yeah, like if they did have a regular business, it didn't help it. They're not getting the Instagram numbers they thought they would get from it.
Yeah.
Like, so just know that if you're going to marry them, like,
It's not going to work. I mean, I'm surprised they had 2 kids, though.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's not like you married like a medical doctor that could
Right.
like go get his license reinstated and make $300,000 a year.
Uh-huh.
He might just be driving Uber, which nothing wrong with driving Uber, but
Well, as a guy who I know you were on, was it Studs?
yes, I
And
just reposted it. Oh, I put it on Patreon. I'll
You found
yes,
the episode?
you know, I'm gonna put it on Instagram and TikTok this weekend. Yeah,
The entire episode? You found the entire episode?
yeah, I found the entire episode.
Well,
I was so weird in it.
I was on the dating game. Talk about weird. So way back.
Did you find it? Do you know where it is?
I think I could probably find it.
Just you can send it in a legacy box and they'll do it for you.
Yeah. I won.
Did you go out with the girl?
I went out with another girl. The
Oh, you
girl
didn't go
who no, because she was like flew back to wherever she was from, and they don't
Okay.
pay for you to come back. All the flights are like from L.A. You know,
And
so
then
she
we
was-
know from the serial killer, the dating serial killer, that they were just casting actors.
Yeah,
Anybody, it was like, this is your one gig.
that's
Go do
kind
it.
of how I
Yeah.
got it. And the 2 guys on with me. One guy was flamingly gay,
Yeah.
and he said that like to me backstage. He's like, "I'm just doing it for my whatever to be on TV."
Yeah.
And so that's kind of why I won. I had one guy was morbidly obese, the other guy was gay, so I was.
Yeah, but you didn't know the morbidly obese because
No,
it's
but
blind.
I think it was
Yeah.
in his voice, Anyway, so I won, and the best part of it,
I was just thinking, Love is Blind just stole the dating game.
yeah,
and made it longer.
I know the dating game was. I mean, they need to bring it back. It's if their Love Is Blind's going
For
to be out
those that
there.
don't know, the dating game was one girl sat, she had a host, it was, set questions, and then behind a wall with 3 guys, and then she chose the one that she liked the answers the best. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I came around the corner, and she's like, "Oh!" And then I went to Guadalajara, Mexico. That was my
You
trip.
went on it?
I went, but with another girl who I never even met.
Well, but
she
they
met me
paid-
at the airport.
But they
with her-
paid. Wait, they paid for it? The
Yeah,
show?
they paid for it. Uh-huh.
See, we never collected the trip to Baja, Mexico, or whatever it was, Cabo. We went on one date after, Ronnie Sugar and I, don't know where you are, And
What's his name? Ronnie Sugar?
His name was Ronnie Sugar. He was 27. He had like a pretty good house
Oh my God. That is
in the hills
great.
of like Studio City.
Yeah.
And I think he lived with his brother, and they were like, I mean, they said they were like, real estate investors. I don't know what they're doing, but like he was suave. I called him
Yeah.
Rico Suave. And, but I was not a comedian at the time. I was entering my senior year of college. So I was
Okay.
21. And they said, well, what do you do? Whatever. And I'm like, well, I'm going to be a senior at USC. And they're like, well, we're not going to say USC. We're just going to say you're a college student. And I go, no.
Yeah.
Well, then say I'm a realtor. Because I was a realtor. I had my real estate
Okay,
license. So then
yeah.
they said she's a 21-year-old real estate agent. So I wear this little orange suit that was like a little skirt and a jacket, like a very kind of Ally McBeal-ish. Anyway. But when I watched it recently, it was so weird because like I'm not good on TV.
Yeah.
And I have this like weird voice. I don't know. It was strange. It was really strange.
But it was a long time.
It was a
You
long
just
time ago, and I
changed.
was like, and they were writing me mean things to say, like about the guy I didn't choose.
Yeah.
So I was very uncomfortable when he would think that my answer was something nice, and I was like, no, I said you had a face only a mother could love. And the reason they came up with that one is because I was talking to the producer after, because we'd go on the dates, the cameras wouldn't follow you on the date,
Right.
and then they would like interview after, and then the guys didn't know who said what, and I said, well, my mother found him very cute and attractive because he came to the house to pick me up. And that's when they came up with that line, you had a face only a mother could
Yeah,
love. Like,
yeah.
mean.
Well, that was the kind
And
of mistake.
so anyway, I did win. This other girl who was a nurse, absolutely effed Ronnie Sugar, in my opinion.
Really?
Yes. And then he didn't choose her.
Oh,
Here the
man.
virgin wins, you
Yeah.
know? And I was like, I kind of felt bad because I'm like, she put out, like I didn't even kiss this guy.
Yeah.
And so anyway, we went on one date and like, whatever. I didn't talk to him after that. I saw him once at Sports Club LA and I was like, remember me from Studs? And we were both like, whatever, didn't want to really
I'd
fuck
love
with
to know what became of Ronnie Sugar.
Ronnie Sugar.
That's his real name?
Yes.
Really?
I mean, yes.
Okay.
That's what he said it was.
Yeah.
And maybe Sugar isn't as like, no, I really do think it was. Anyway, so it's yes, that's my story.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to be careful.
I had sneakers on.
But we
I
never
didn't
went
know.
to the Cabo trip, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I went.
yeah,
I went.
okay.
And I never saw the girl. Like, saw me
Did
at the
you
airport.
sleep together?
No. I never even saw her in Guadalajara. She had a boyfriend with her. She's like, oh, he's coming with me. I'm like, all right. I just walked around Guadalajara,
Was
Mexico.
it fun at all?
I mean, no, mildly.
But I mean, Guadalajara.
I
like,
know.
Is that even like,
It's not even on the water. It's like it's in,
Like a
landlocked.
city.
Yeah.
And how many nights were you there? Like 2? Like something
3
real
nights.
Oh
yeah.
God.
Yeah. Anyway, it was wild. And I remember I had sneakers on. I was wearing sneakers, and they were like, I didn't know. I had nothing. I just gotten to LA. I had no clothes or anything, and I was wearing sneakers. And we're about to go to air. Like, cut. He's got sneakers on. I can't do sneakers. So I said, I don't have anything else. The director's like, he can have my shoes. He was so angry. I took off the sneakers and I put on the director's shoes. I swear to God, this guy must have had like a size 15 shoe, some sort of slip-on loafer. You could see it if you ever see it. The back of
We
the
are
shoe.
going to see it because you have
The
got to
back
find
of the
this
shoe
tape.
is coming off my foot. You could see it. There's like 6 inches coming off the back. Well, I sit on those director's chairs. Anyway, now I have to go around to meet the girl, and there's no way I could walk because the shoes would come right off my feet. So I just kind of slid. You could see me walking like I'm ice skating over to the girl. I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? And I was just sliding over to her so I didn't come out of the shoes. What a nightmare.
Did you ever get recognized from that episode?
Never. I still to this day, like the people that I know from back on Long Island, like where I'm from, they know me more for that dating game than anything I've ever done.
So they all knew to watch, but
Yes.
no strangers ever said.
Everybody watched. And now I still see people like, remember the dating game? I'm like, yeah, I do.
Well, nobody knew I was going to be on it. And my show aired every night at like 7:30, whatever.
Yeah.
And during the summers between junior and senior year, anyone that lived in the LA area that went to SC kind of knew to go to Stratton's at UCLA to go get drinks. And you had to wait in line.
Mm-hmm.
And so that night after it aired, I went with my friends in my Express black halter jumper, which was just the best shorts. Every time I wore that, it was just a guy got my number. Anyway, so I'm walking to get in line, and people were like, "You were on Studs, you were on Studs, you were on Studs," and I said, I have got to make this a career.
Yeah.
I was like, I love people recognizing. I remember just going, I don't know what it is because I wasn't pursuing acting or film or anything at SC. I knew I wanted to do it. But
so it worked for you in the end.
It made me I just clocked that moment of like, wow, I really like it when people know, like, recognize me.
How do you feel about it now, all these years later?
Well, I'm still very flattered that people like listen or whatever when they say they're a juicy scooper.
Yeah.
But, sometimes people are like on the plane, the girl goes, weren't you on the Chelsea Handler show? And I'm like, yes, I was, but I've had Juicy Scoop for 10 years and you should listen to it and da-da-da-da. So it's like that. But no, I'm still so like happy that someone recognizes me.
Still fun.
From 10 years later,
I know.
Okay, so Ireland, Alex Baldwin's daughter, he, she is lovely and she lives in Oregon and she's a mom and she speaks very highly of her stepmom, Hilaria. But she said in like her whatever blog or whatever, wrote this thing about how she's like, toxic family members. I tried to please them. They didn't want to be part of my life. And now they're not going to be part of my life. And anyway, Page 6 picked it up. I personally think she's talking about like the cousins. Haley Baldwin or something. Like, I don't know. It's weird. I'm like, because if you're close to your stepmom, you're obviously fine with your dad now. You did his roast. She spoke highly of her mom in it. And I was just like, yeah, I think she was hinting at like she never felt accepted by like the cousins in the Baldwin family. That's what I think.
Well, they got a pretty extensive family. I think there's all sorts of, right?
So I think there could have been.
Isn't the one guy married to China Phillips?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what it is where I think it could be? It's like if you have a family and it's Thanksgiving and you're a 10-year-old girl and maybe there's two other 10-year-old girls that are cousins and you see them every Thanksgiving and maybe your memory is that they didn't include you or you didn't feel like that will hold you. And now at like 30, they probably would be like, oh my God, we'd love to see Ireland at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what
Absolutely.
I think it is. I think it's like you cannot, because I remember that at our family Thanksgivings. Someone was feeling like, oh, those girls are, they're sisters and I'm not just a cousin and I'm not like feeling included. And the girls like don't know because they're 10.
Right.
Like too many times people are like holding a revenge for like a dumb quote unquote bully who was 10.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, they were awful. They were dicks. But chances are they don't even remember being a dick to you because they didn't know that they were doing something. I mean, some little people are evil and like on the verge of being murderers. But others, like, honestly, you just like, you didn't know that you were like excluding someone.
Who
knows?
I wouldn't.
There's a childhood memory for you. Here, this girl who is fine, she fell off the Disney ship at 5 years old, about a month ago. Her dad saw her fall in. He immediately jumped in after her. The ship did everything. He had to tread water, like holding her in the water for 20 minutes. The little boat got him, but it was that she fell through this portal thing.
Yeah.
And people are like, how could that happen? Did the plastic break on it? Like, you would know. Well, now they're saying, no, the portal was this. It had bars across it, but it was open air.
Okay.
And this is a photo of it. And, that someone posted, so I don't know who gets the credit. But now they're saying that the mom like had her sit on the bar to take a photo.
Yeah.
But if the dad was there to jump in, he witnessed the stupidity as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so
they were trying to get a good picture of the girl with the ocean in the background.
But does she do you think they'll still be able to sue the
No,
ship?
well, no, not anymore.
I
Not
think
if it was negligence on the part of the parents.
Yeah.
Not supposed to put them up like that.
But what a great photo.
Yeah.
One battle after another.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, horrible name for a movie.
Yeah. Well, you don't know. Nobody knows what it's about.
No.
It's about
So it did really badly. And I looked up why did it do so badly.
Yeah.
It cost $300 million. It's only at $100 million. They put Leonardo DiCaprio, but yeah, people don't know what it's about. It's like a futuristic person, whatever, living off the grid, one battle after another.
They're like revolutionaries or something. Yeah.
The minute I heard the title before it came out, I go, that's just an awful title.
Mm-hmm.
There's that other movie that I think has a horrible title. That's Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie.
Oh, I heard it was real bad.
But it has a weird one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the longest romance in time once again. Like it's like,
yeah. I feel like, a lot of people talking about movies like this one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Paul Thomas Anderson. He's a big director.
Right.
Everyone loves his stuff. And it's got big stars. But I feel like the, advertising for movies is worse than it's ever been. I feel like I've heard nothing about this movie. I don't see commercials for it. I don't see anything for it. I feel like there's a movie out there called Roof Man or something.
right.
Where Channing Tatum lives in a Toys R Us or something.
Yeah,
it's like based on a true story.
No, he lives in a McDonald's.
I thought it was Toys R Us.
Wait,
Maybe
he
it's
eats at a
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
He eats McDonald's.
No, he steals from McDonald's.
That's what it is.
But he
Climbs
lives
up
in
into
a
the roof.
Wait, he lives in a Toys R Us, but he steals from McDonald's.
Yes.
But he's a lovable criminal. That's
I guess.
based on a true story.
Mm-hmm.
Why would that true story inspire me to go see it?
No, it didn't. Nobody went. Anyway, I'm watching the commercial for it. And I'm like, tells me nothing about the movie. I feel like the advertising has gotten real bad from movies, and that's part of the problem. There you go. That's my speech.
I don't know why we got away from movies like my favorite genre, which is infidelity leading to murder in New York on a cold day.
So
okay?
you're talking about the Diane Lane.
All of that mystery. Also because those trailers suck you in.
Yeah.
Because you can do a great trailer and you're like, oh my God, what is this about?
Yeah.
But those movies stopped being made because they weren't like the international superhero blockbuster
That's
things.
That's the
and
problem.
I'm like, no, that's what we want. We want like just a great classic twist at the end, courtroom.
Yes.
Sex, sexy,
yes.
pencil skirt lifted up to the waist.
The crying game. Remember the little dick in the crying game? The little dick. All of a sudden we were like, what the hell? Remember that? And we all were like, we thought the whole time. And then the little penis comes out. You know what I'm talking about, right?
The Crying Game was a movie which there is a surprise in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember my friend ruined it for me because and nobody knew what the surprise was. Just like Sixth Sense. Nobody
was
knew
around
what
the same era.
No one knew what the trick was. And so they were sitting there and my friend goes, look at the hands, look at the hands.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if you watch it now, how could you not know?
How could you not know?
Yeah.
But that was sort of, but I think back then it was like quite controversial that this guy was falling for who he thought was a natural born woman when she was trans and thought that he knew whatever. And then there was some other, I don't even know what the movie was about.
There was some
there was
murder.
a whole other story to it. That was
to
just
it.
one little element of it. But 25 years ago, that was like a big deal. Now it's nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, to get people to go to the movies, Emma Roberts.
By the way, just so
yes.
I don't know if you've heard, but I just saw J-Lo in an interview. Her movie bombed really bad. Kiss of the Spider Woman bombed.
Is it out?
Yes, it's already out. It made $650,000 in like 2,000 screens. I'm sorry, I'm getting nerdy on everybody, but it was like one of the biggest bombs in the last 10 years. Anyway.
But does anyone go to the movies?
No, well, that's yeah.
So I'm like, does it even count?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But she was on, I think, Howard Stern or something, and she was saying that he was saying, did you any roles you turned down that you regret?
Yeah.
And she said she was offered that Diane Lane role in that Richard Gere Diane Lane.
I saw that.
And she said, that's the one I regret. Turning that down. She could have done it. Would have been good with her. Back then, young J-Lo.
Diane got nominated for an Oscar for it.
Yeah.
But the reason she did, because it was Diane, and it was like right after Diane cheats on Richard Gere with this guy and sleeps with him.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like on the train going back to the suburbs. And there's this moment where she's like by herself thinking about the fucking.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh my God, I got to like clean out my underwear.
Oh.
And she like goes to the thing, like clean, like.
That's why she got nominated for an Oscar?
No, but then she starts to cry, like the guilt. But then she's also like, that was fucking amazing. Like, it was like the thrill of like when someone does like cheat for the first time, I'm assuming, like the thrill of it and the excitement of it. and then how quickly it can like derail your life. That's why I love that
Great movie.
that movie.
Chad
And-
Lowe. It's also in it.
Oh yeah.
Rob Lowe's brother.
Yes. And anyway, but I heard that interview too, and I thought it was great. And you always wonder, well, everything always happens for a reason. Yes. But if there was a sliding door thing and she would have gotten it, actually, it would have been that big of a juicy movie. But she said she thought that the script probably to her read like a cheesy Lifetime movie. Sometimes when I'd read scripts for things, I would be like, this is horrible, like about when I was going out for things. And then I would see that whoever got it or whatever, and I'd be like, oh, like it's really hard to read the word and see how it can be changed or directed or what. And you're like, who would have bought this piece of crap?
Yeah.
But then, they realize, oh no, it's because all these people are behind it.
Anyway,
it's going to be
it
great.
was interesting.
Yeah, I think that would be. She also said, I've never really been loved correctly. And then the old boyfriend, the waiter, came out of the woodwork pissed.
Said she cheated on him.
Yeah,
and
wait,
all
I
sorts
actually have that.
of stuff.
I think I have that saying right here. He said, where my ex-wife, Jennifer Lopez, a.k.a. J-Lo, said that she never has been loved or capable. Stop putting us down. Stop putting me down with your victim card. The problem is not us, not me. The problem is you. You, the one who couldn't keep it in your pants.
Whoa.
But also, like, keep it in your pants is because a dick would come out of the pants. How does a vagina pop out of
I
a
think
pants?
It's just a term,
Sure.
Yeah.
You have been loved few times. You have been married 4 times and have, I'm sorry to read this, and have countless relationships in between. You have had good relationships. Oh, God. Well, he seems like he's ready to get a support group for J-Lo's exes
Get them all
together.
together.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, dude. When she was talking to Howard Stern, she forgot about you, and so did everybody else. No one was remembering the People article from 1992 when she married the waiter for 9 months.
Yeah,
that was her
official.
It was her officially first marriage. Yes. Okay. So anyway, if you wanted to go to the premiere of this other movie called Bagonia, which seems like another futuristic warfare. I don't know what it is.
Emma Stone.
But Emma Stone, she shaved her head for it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wanted to go to the premiere and get the free popcorn and sodas that they have at premiere movies, you can if you shave your head.
You have to shave your head too. Yeah.
So all these people were shaving their heads.
I mean, it's already hard enough to get people to go to the movies. Now you're going to make them shave their heads. I mean, what are we doing here? Come on, everybody.
So fucking true.
Yeah.
That's always such a weird thing, like a dare you to shave your head kind of a thing. Okay. Now Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin's daughter Apple, she got on stage and was singing, and the video has gone viral. It's not great singing.
Okay.
She's with a band, but I mean, she was definitely. It wasn't like she just popped up on karaoke night. Like she's trying to do this thing.
Okay.
And of course, she already has a band and people that are like, yeah, I'm an out of work musician. Sure, I'll be the band guy of whatever.
Yeah, your dad's in Coldplay.
Yeah, I think we could do it. And of course, people are like, oh my God, the singing is not good. Give her a chance. And I will say, nobody ever talks about the downside of being like a Nepo baby, which is if you do have a desire to do something in your parents' world.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to say not just acting, because acting, yes, someone can give you the part, they can give you the script, you can do 10,000 takes till you come out decently, and you can take acting classes. That's an easier Nepo path than stand-up or singing.
Oh, yes.
Because stand-up, I remember I one time asked, Melissa Rivers or whatever, and I'm like, did you ever think of doing stand-up or whatever? And she's like, I did. But can you imagine, she wouldn't have the luxury to doing it like you and I did with no eyes on us for several years until we felt like we were good. And in today's world, they would have a camera on you, whatever. And, if you're that big of a star, especially back then,
Right.
And so I do think it's kind of a hard thing. And I think even Ray Romano sort of talked about it with his twins that they kind of want to do comedy, but it's I
think that's why a lot of the sons and daughters of celebrities get a little messed up. I think it is hard. Yeah, it's definitely hard.
Speaking of not having kids, I always remember that was a bit of, or an interview or something of Ricky Gervais, who didn't have kids.
Yeah.
And he's like, the chance is so high that I will have a spoiled rich kid who is not going to be as funny or successful as I, and therefore will just be a heroin addict.
It's my biggest fear. Because no matter what you do, next thing you know, you're on what's that show where you have to write a letter to your kids? We all love you.
Oh, Intervention.
And then they run out the door.
That's why I'm glad I'm just the right level.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, let's see the outfit.
Oh, you want to see it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me put it on. So, yes.
I mean, you look very weirdly Andy Warhol-ish.
Yeah.
Now.
Well, I'm supposed to be a character
Yeah.
from K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yes.
And I'm the character of Baby Saja. Baby Saja. So I just saw.
Can I interview Baby Saja? Because I
Absolutely.
don't know anything about Baby Saja.
I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
I'm Baby
tell me about
Saja.
yourself, Baby Saja.
I'm in a band.
How old are you?
That's a good question. 59.
Yeah.
No. I'm in a band and I sing a song that if you have kids, you would know. It's called Soda Pop. My Little Soda Pop. And then there's so I'm in the boy band that is in K-pop Demon Hunters.
Okay.
And I'm Baby Saja, like the head of the boy band.
But it's not scary. So your daughter watches it?
My daughter watches it. It's not too scary. No, it's good enough for a 6-year-old.
And it's real actors or it's cartoon?
No, it's cartoon. It's an animated show called K-pop Demon Hunters. It's the #1 most watched show in the history of Netflix ever. It's a movie, actually. It's only a one-off, a movie. And it's and the women who are in it, you probably know all the songs if you once again have kids. It's the #1 Halloween costume this year. And Baby Saja, who I am, is the #5 costume this year.
Okay, so then what is your wife and daughter being then?
They are going to be 2 of the women from K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm not sure their names.
So is Beckett so excited about this?
She can't get over it. She's never been more excited. I also have, that I had to order online, I have these really, really tight purple pants that I got from Amazon, and I wear those as well, and some funny shoes. And I'll be walking around the streets of
where are
the valley.
So are you just going in your own neighborhood or you go to a party?
No, our own neighborhood. We go to a neighborhood that's close to ours that has a real good
now I feel like that's what everyone does is
it's our old neighborhood we used to live in.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yes. And where I love it when a neighborhood just knows we're the neighborhood.
Yeah.
We're the neighborhood. Everybody be down.
Yeah.
And fucking enjoy
Am I the biggest star you've ever had on Juicy Scoop? I know you've had a lot of stars on here. Have you ever had anyone from K-pop Demon Hunters, the #1 show on Netflix of all time?
I mean, speaking of Netflix shows, have you watched the
Ed Gein?
Yes. Is the name of that show Monster or is it called something else?
It's a series.
Are you watching it?
I've watched 1.5 episodes. I've tried. It's very dark. It's very dark. And his voice drives me nuts.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, he should get an Oscar.
Yeah.
I'm always like, I honestly always think when someone's playing a somewhat mentally impaired character throughout history, and they immediately, because they're acting like, they have something, they would be like, oh my God, they got to give him the Oscar. And I'm like, as someone who does characters, that's actually to me so much easier than being a person like Diane Lane in Unfaithful and really playing emotions.
Yeah.
To me, that's so much. Once you got the voice, that's all you're doing. And because you're psychotic, you don't really show a lot of emotion.
I agree. Well, right now I'm playing Baby Saja, and it's much easier for me to be Baby Saja than it is for me to be.
So how does Baby Saja talk?
I have no idea. I don't even know if I've ever heard Baby Saja talk. I don't watch the show. My daughter's watching it, and I'm in the background thinking about life choices.
I have to say, the blue wig with the blue eyes, it's kind of stunning.
Well, I have to cut the wig a little bit. This is what's going to happen in the next couple of days because I have to get it. I might have the wig on backwards.
I think you do because it's like the babes. Can you just turn it around?
Let me see if we can turn it around.
Okay.
Right,
yes, absolutely. You have it backwards.
Okay, let me see. I have it backwards. No, this can't be. All right, hold on.
To the side.
This is it. This is it. I think this is it.
Is it moppy?
It's supposed to be like.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it?
No, that's not it.
That's the same
Push it back, push it back, push it back.
I am. I'm trying. Okay. I think it's supposed to be like surfery kind of. And then this is the hat I got.
I'm just not excited for my Halloween costume. I've got to like get something else, I think.
And he has blue eyebrows that I have to do. So I make my eyebrows
Oh,
blue.
that'll be good.
Yeah. And I can't make myself. Baby Sasha is Korean, I believe. So I can't do that. You know what I mean?
That's pushing
then
it.
then I'm canceled.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I don't want to be that guy. So I'm going to be just the white version of Baby Sasha.
Now, I know your wife is more like the business side of Netflix.
Yes.
But I need to ask a question.
Okay.
When, there's an article that comes out, and now people are just like, all right, when's the Netflix doc coming? Do you know if Netflix will immediately just tell their people, go start making a doc out of that? Or do they all have to wait to be pitched?
I think a lot of them are made privately. And just on and not Netflix buys them. Netflix doesn't necessarily produce all of them. Some of them are produced by other production companies, and Netflix buys them from those production companies, as far as I know. There are some that are produced by Netflix, but others are taken.
One time there was a crime happening. I don't want to say which one. And then the murderer was arrested. And Drake, in all sincerity, was like, well, now I'm kind of pissed because when the Netflix doc comes out, it's like it's not going to be as fun for me to watch it because I know who did it.
Oh, yeah, it is.
And I'm like, oh, my God. And I think that's what's so interesting is like when we'll see like docs about things now and younger people are like doing a TikTok summary and they're like, let me tell you about what happened to Heidi Fleiss. And you're like, how do you not know about Heidi Fleiss? And I'm like, oh, that's right. We're old. Like they don't know.
I always were upset when I watched any of those murder things and they showed the guy, they went to the one guy and he had the orange suit on from prison. I'm like, well, I know he's in prison now, so I know he did something.
Well, then they realized that they just cut it real close.
And they cut it real close. I put something
and I'm like, why are they
over
so close? And I asked Keith Morrison once, and he said, you know what we've started to do is we will give them clothes.
Yeah.
And they will bring like a plant.
Right.
Like a plant and something else because they're doing it in the prison.
Yeah.
And they've realized that like that was ruining it because we had to watch the whole thing and think that actually it was the weird, angry workman down the street that didn't get paid. We had to, the first half was it the angry workman that she was a bitch to that she never paid? And then but wait, she had a secret lover, and then no.
Yeah.
And the whole time the guy's like, the husband who killed her is like, yeah. And then
I don't know why this memory just came up.
Yeah.
But I had a friend on Long Island, his name was Joe, who actually went and had an interview with John Wayne Gacy. You could like write him in prison and request an interview and he would do them. And
that's the Peacock one, The Devil in Disguise.
Yeah, my friend went to interview John Wayne Gacy. He wasn't a journalist,
he
right?
wasn't.
Just like a fan of serial killers.
Okay.
And he went, and at one moment during the interview, the prison went on lockdown. And John Wayne Gacy said to him, he goes, I could murder you right now and nobody could stop me while they were on lockdown. And he told me that story. Isn't that wild?
And what happened? He didn't
Nothing.
know.
He didn't murder
How
him.
long was it dark for?
It was like 10 minutes. He was in there with him.
And was it talking with him for 10 minutes?
Yeah.
And he just did this for kicks and giggles.
He was just into like serial killers.
Did that stop him from being into serial killers after
I'm not
that?
sure what he does now. I think he has a bad case of gout now. I saw on Facebook.
The rich man's disease?
I think so. Yeah, he's not doing well.
There's a housewife and she has an older husband.
Yeah.
And I guess, and the other girl, to be mean, said, well, you're a gout dick sucker.
Whoa.
That you're sucking a dick that might have gout.
Well, I don't think the dick has gout. I think it's your feet.
And everyone's like, what's
the greatest
gout?
Conversation I've ever had.
And I just remember I had what did you say? It's the greatest what?
The conversation I've ever had. This is about whether your dick gets gout.
And no, I had a friend in post-college and she married a guy and then she would brag about everything about her life. We're no longer friends. And he did get gout. And she said, he has gout. And we're like, oh, what is that? Because we're like 27 and he was like 35, but like not healthy. And she goes, oh, you don't know? They call it the rich man's disease. Because it comes from like having like steak and lobster soaked in butter and martinis and Cabernet every night because you're so successful that you close a big deal and then you go to a fancy steakhouse with all your clients And then if you're super successful, you get gout.
Well, my friend that I know who has it, I don't think he got it from that. He got it from eating like TV dinners, Salisbury steak.
No, when this went down with the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, that people were like, husbands were like, wait, can you get gout from your dick being sucked? Like people were so confused.
Yeah.
And she was just like, you know what? You're a gold digger. No, you're actually worse than that. You're a gout dick sucker.
Wow. That's a hardcore.
Chris, tell everybody where they can see you next.
Come see me, everybody. This tonight. This is a Thursday.
Yeah.
So tonight I'm at Off the Hook Comedy Club. I'm at Off the Hook in Naples, Florida, right now as we speak. And tomorrow night I'm at McCurdy's, Sarasota, Florida. McCurdy's this weekend, 21st and 22nd. McCurdy's in Sarasota, Florida. And then Sunday night, the 23rd, this Sunday, I'm at the Miami Improv. How do you like that?
I love it. And are you doing your typical thing where you land in Florida and rent a car and drive to every place?
Drive. Yeah. Then
Great.
come see me. Hey, everybody, Chicago, Zany, Chicago, Wednesday night, November 12th, and Rosemont, Zany's on November 13th. Come to those. Hyenas in Albuquerque, and then the Unit B in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Those are the next couple. Franjola.fun has everything. I have a podcast called Cover to Cover if you'd like to go over and check that out as well.
And he's on Patreon, and Patreon is very, very good as well.
It's a lot of fun.
And
it's good to see you again. I feel like I haven't seen you in so long. How's everything going? I know it's been a while.
Everything is great. You are going to do a gig with me somewhat locally.
I'm excited about that.
At North Ranch Country Club.
I know. That's fun.
Yeah.
That's not open to the public, right?
No, someone could. I think someone would have to invite. The club members can invite people.
Yeah.
But no, it's still intimate. It's not like a huge thing. But I was pretty excited because they were like, "Oh, they posted it, and it's like sold out right away or something."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We're big deals.
I know.
You know?
And I was kind of nervous about it because it's like weird that so many people like know me.
them.
But now I'm excited. Now I'm excited to like write more specific jokes to just like the world of these people.
That's good. That'll be fun.
Yeah. And I knew you'll be great too. So I know they'll love all your stuff.
Hopefully.
Everybody, thank you so much. Go to heathermcdonald.net. If you have not subscribed to Juicy Crimes, it is free. Some people were confused. It's my new show every Wednesday. And you can watch it on YouTube or listen for free. Just subscribe. And I say subscribe because that helps.
I saw your friend Matt, who does
Murphy.
Juicy Crimes with you. I saw him on a flight.
Oh.
I didn't say anything, but we sat
you should have said something.
right near each other.
Oh, he's such a great guy.
Yeah.
So
Matt
nice.
Murphy.
Anyway, can't believe you're still this outfit.
Yes, Baby Saja. Hey, it's me, Baby Saja.
I can't wait. Listen, if you guys are not following Chris Franjola on Instagram,
I
then
know.
you are not going to see his Halloween delight. And you post a lot, and you do really funny off the cuff shit. And you are missing out if you are not following.
I feel like I've just plateaued on those.
I plateaued too.
Yeah, they just stopped.
I've been at my same number for weeks, and then I jumped to the next 1,000, and then it went back down, and I was like, "Yeah,
I know. I get a lot of
TikTok's
unfollows
going
too.
up, but my Instagram's been at 403 for so long, and I don't know how it works, but if you're there, then you're going to enjoy it. But if you're for some reason not following Chris or I, please
And
do.
you always put a lot of stuff on there too. It's like they say, you got to keep doing it. I know.
They said they did a study where they studied people who gave up social media for, I don't know, a number of weeks and how much healthier and better they are. I'm like, listen, we don't have the option to do that. I'm honestly envious of people that are like, I just turn it off. I don't even, like, I have friends that they're like, I don't, I'm like, what's your Instagram? And they're like, oh God, I think it's my dog's name. I don't even know. And I'm like, I'm so jealous of you.
All my brothers, they have no social media. I'll show them Instagram. I don't even know what that is. It's crazy. Must be
these
so
people
nice.
actually go into bed or go to the living room and they watch a show without looking at their phone.
I know. I can't even.
What is that
like? I
like?
can't even imagine such a thing.
I feel like one day I'm going to be like, I'm free, and I can just put it away, I'm going to be done.
God. And now, up until that point,
you can't because it's so entwined in our business.
Like you're promoting constantly this.
I don't think you can do what we do without it.
Yeah.
And and because of it, we're able to be successful. So I am not mad at it. There's no way I could
Neither
be
am I.
here.
God,
There's no
I
way I
love
could
it.
be here without it because I would be beholden to somebody at a network saying that I can speak 3 lines in a sitcom.
Yeah.
So like, no, I'm so grateful for it, but it is truly like whatever our version of golden handcuffs. Like you can't not do it.
It really is.
And sure, you could maybe hire somebody to do it, but it's still.
Yeah.
When they won't do it right, then that person gets weird, and then they go on a podcast and talk about you, and like, oh God, what my life was like doing Heather's Instagram for a year. Like, let me tell you, so you can't.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
All right.
Love you, Chris.
Love you.
Bye.